committee would be someone named John Conyers. I went up to his website, and this is what's on his website. Stand with Congressman Conyers. Demand an investigation of administration abuses of power and make recommendations regarding grounds for possible impeachment.
Democrats are not about impeachment. Democrats are about bringing the country together.
But that's the man who would be chairman of the Judiciary
Committee. That is not where the decision would be made. This is what I had told the Washington Post was that we will assume the responsibility that this Congress, this do-nothing, rubber-stamp Congress, rubber-stamp for President Bush, hasn't done, has not exercised the congressional obligation and responsibility to have oversight.
So there would be investigation.
Well, what I told them is we will have an investigation of energy prices. We will have an investigation of energy.
How about of the war?
That would be, I said we'd have hearings on the war. We'd have hearings on the war. But I don't see us going to a place of impeachment.
Is impeachment off the table?
Well, you never know where the facts take you, but for any president. But that isn't what we're about. What we're about is going there and having high ethical standards, fiscal soundness, and a level of civility that brushes away all this fierce partisanship.
Well, should John Conyers take his website down talking about impeachment?
John Conyers does what he does on his website. John Conyers is an enthusiastic advocate. I am the leader. Our caucus will decide where we go. But it's not, you don't decide to impeach. The facts support something like that, and that's not where we're going.
But the impression, Congresswoman, is that the Democrats take control of Congress, it's payback. They're going to have the subpoena power,
well, that's wrong.
and there's going to be investigation after investigation. You will have subpoena power.
We will have subpoena power, and that's why the Republicans are so afraid that we will be able to show the public how they arrived at a prescription drug bill that is born of corruption. The cost of corruption is huge to the consumer, whether it's the middle-income seniors paying more at the pharmacy, whether it's the all-American consumers paying more at the pump or home heating oil and rest. How did we get to this place? That is worthy of scrutiny. It's not, investigation does not equate to impeachment. Investigation is the requirements of Congress. It's about checks and balances.
Here's how USA Today, however, characterized it. Just when you think Congress' obtuseness about its tawdry image can't get any worse, its members managed to outdo themselves, and while Democrats might think the ethics scandals will work against Republicans this fall, betrayal of the public trust clearly knows no partisan bounds.
Right.
The top Democrat on the Ethics Committee of the House of Representatives, Alan Mollahan of West Virginia, was reported first by the Wall Street Journal to have quietly directed at least $178 million in taxpayer funds to a network of home district friends, business partners, contributors, former employees. Along the way, he curiously became a multimillionaire in real estate, and federal investigators are looking at whether he failed to properly disclose scores of newly acquired assets. You have Congressman Jefferson, Louisiana. Someone pleaded guilty and said he had paid him bribes. You have Cynthia McKinney, investigated for roughing up a police officer. You have Congressman Kennedy, who in the wee hours entangling himself with the police department. So the Democrats have ethical.
Respond to that?
The Democrats have ethical challenges too, correct?
No. You're talking about two completely different things. You're talking about some Democrats who have an ethical challenge. Mr. Jefferson, I've asked for the Ethics Committee to investigate Mr. Jefferson. You have never seen a Republican ask for an ethics investigation of the Republicans. You're talking about some individual challenges that those people will have to deal with. On the Republican side, you had what the Washington Post called a criminal enterprise operating out of the Republican leader's office. You have corruption, cronyism, and incompetence, which has a cost to the American people, whether, again, price at the pump, price at the pharmacy, or Katrina. This has an impact on the American people. It's a part of a system. It is quite different from personal indiscretions, which happen, and violations of the law, if so, in Mr. Jefferson's case. But that is something quite different than a system that is condoned, enabled, and by the Republican caucus in its entirety, and because they benefit from it. And as far as energy is concerned...
Well, what about the leader of the Democrats in the Senate, Harry Reid, in terms of money from Jack Abramoff? Well, let me show you. This is the Associated Press. Senate Democratic leader Harry Reid portrays convicted lobbyist Jack Abramoff's activities as involving only Republicans, but Abramoff's billing records and congressional correspondence tell a different story. They show Abramoff lobbying team built for nearly